Hey, today, right now I'm currently at work. I'm going to take advantage of some slow time and do a little bit of stuff for this lemans. Today what we're going to be talking about is the lower control arms. Because I am bagging this, we are going to work on plating in the lower control arms. I really don't like using a cup because that walks around a little bit. I like to just plate my lower control arms, put a bolt, gives a nice flat surface for the bag to roll over on. Anyway, let's get to it. Alright guys, here we go. We've got the lower control arm. We've got the plate. Make sure I grab the right one here. Basically what I do, I already went through and I marked this control arm kind of where I want it. This is where it'll clear the frame. And on this side, this is the first point that's going to hit the frame. So I make sure I'm within those confines. I take my plate, line it up here, line it up here. I draw a line on the control arm so I know where I'm going to cut. And from underneath, I trace it, end up there with the pattern to cut out of here. And I'm going to end up with a hole in the middle right here. I haven't located that just yet. What I have done is I've marked this where I'm going to cut it. And then I took some measurements from here to here and here to here, and I transferred those onto this control arm and did the same thing. Now I have a left and a right plate. I can go ahead and nip these out and get them to shape, and I can go ahead and cut this, drop it down. I thought about just going just the 1/4 inch that I need is going to match the plate. I may go a little bit further just because. And a little bit of razzle dazzle. Choppy choppy. We got this. Again, we got this traced. Got this traced out. I got it marked where I'm going to put my hole for my bag. This fits on there kind of nice. A little gap there to fill in there, but I'll weld the bottom side, and then I'm going to plate this back side right here. We'll get these trimmed out. Get the control arms cleaned up. We'll get these trimmed out. We'll get the hole in there. We'll get them tacked up. These are the pieces I just cut off, and all I used was a 4.5 inch angle grinder with some cutoff wheels on it. And the number one priority with that is make sure you have both safety glasses and a good safety shield on. You don't want to be cutting with these without some kind of safety going on. And just like that, we have a pair of flat plated control arms. You see it made a little filler piece for the bottom there. This piece is all TIG welded on. A filler plate for the back. Flip it over. Took some of this pocket out. The pocket used to be a lot taller. There's no need for it now. So I took that part of the stamped pocket out a little bit. Just came up, had the spot for the shock. We went ahead and eliminated that. So we got the bolt hole for the bag. I like to do the 1 inch slot, give it a little bit of adjustability, fine tune that bag placement. Go ahead and stitch up the insides here. And there you go. These are ready to, the only thing I got left to do on them is going to be a hole for the shock stud, which I got to figure out exactly where that's going to be on the car. And then we're going to punch out the bushings, punch out the ball joints, get them really cleaned up nice and good, powder coat these black, put new bushings, new ball joints in them, and they'll be good to go. The matching pair, just like that. Alright guys, and that's how I go about flat plating a lower set of control arms. I have plans on doing some more videos of this. I've got one more I think I'm going to do, and that's going to be setting up the shock mount on the front end of the car. I should be getting the shocks today, so that video should be coming out pretty soon. And then we'll be onto the rear end, as long as I don't have to notch it for the tie rods. If I got to notch it for the tie rods, I'm going to flip the frame back over, and I'll include that with the shock mount video. If you like what you see, smash that like, subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and I'll try to keep pushing forward and working on this build, and try to remember to keep taking video and making things and making some content. So, till next time, guys, see you later.